Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Crypto Corner, my video podcast where I talk everything related to cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. Today we have the biggest news of the year, as they call it on Twitter. PayPal opens its doors to crypto. What does that mean for Bitcoin and other altcoins, for the overall market, and what can we expect in the short and in the long term? All of that in this video. Stay tuned. This video is sponsored by Cobaltland, a brand new community-driven lending platform based in Ohio, USA. This is a DeFi project that aims to decentralize the borrowing and lending industry with the use of blockchain technology and smart contract-based automated service. They have a public sale of their native token, which is to be launched on October 31st, and you can find all the details about it on their website. Just navigate to Services, Token Sale. You can also earn some of these tokens for free by joining their community and taking part in the many social media challenges that are currently on offer. The token has already been listed on Bancor Exchange, and 5 more exchange listings are due in the coming weeks. For full details, head over to cobaltland.com. You will find the link in the description of this video. Okay, so let's get started. Well, the news about PayPal is not something that we hear for the first time. In fact, back in March or April, I think it was, I reported on it. There was already rumors and there were articles circulating about PayPal adopting cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in particular. So this is something that we already knew, and we're actually seeing a perfect case of buy the rumor, sell the news, because this is, back then when I reported on my blog here, Crypto Corner. If you haven't followed it yet, by the way, go on crypto-corner.com and click follow here in that right menu. So I am reporting on these things, and of course at the time Bitcoin was around $8,000-9,000, and it surged to 10 to 11. It was consolidating for quite some time, and now with the news today we're actually seeing that Bitcoin is absolutely going through the roof, and this is no surprise, because of course when we have such big news, the markets are responding, and the reaction is super positive. We have right now a bit of a FOMO going on because Bitcoin jumped by more than 10% over the last few days. So this right now is not really the time to be buying, though. This is what I want to send with this message. What can we expect from Bitcoin in the short and in the long term? I'm going to go through that in a minute, but let me quickly just update you if you haven't read the reports and if you haven't seen the news yet. So basically, PayPal is opening doors to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to its more than 300 million users. More than 26 million merchants as well, which is quite big for crypto adoption, especially if we're talking mainstream adoption. Well, the news service reports Reuters makes PayPal one of the largest US companies to provide consumers access to cryptocurrencies, which could help Bitcoin and rival cryptocurrencies gain wider adoption as viable payment methods. This is the key thing here. They say we are working with central banks and thinking of all forms of digital currencies and how PayPal can play a role. Also, they report that other mainstream fintech companies, such as mobile payments provider Square and stock trading app Robinhood Markets, allow users to buy and sell cryptocurrencies, but PayPal's launch is noteworthy given its size. The company has 346 million active accounts around the world and processes $222 billion in payments in the second quarter. So this is just this year, in the second quarter of this year. PayPal's shares were up 4% after the news, and in fact it's gone even higher since then. It is now up 6%, and Bitcoin is up more than 5% over the last 24 hours. The article also reports that PayPal has secured the first conditional cryptocurrency license from the New York State Department of Financial Services. The company will initially allow purchases of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. And these are the ones that actually have the highest gain right now. However, there is one thing that none of the articles is actually talking about and reporting on it. It's the fact that cryptocurrencies within your PayPal account will not be transferable, meaning that if you buy Bitcoin in PayPal with your PayPal account, you can't send it to another wallet, or you cannot send Bitcoin from another wallet into your PayPal account and then sell it in PayPal. And the reason for that is anti-money laundering requirements and regulations that they have to follow. Now, this is how it starts. It doesn't mean that it will stay like that and that they will never change this, but I'm not surprised by that. It's the same case with Revolut. If you remember, a couple of years ago, I was reporting about the Revolut card, which is a very convenient tool to have, especially if you travel a lot. Okay, maybe not right now with COVID that much, but I was traveling at the time a lot, and I was able to quickly exchange currencies within my account in Revolut and spend them without paying extra fees. Because if you're using a regular credit or debit card and you're abroad, you will be charged extra fees for the fact that you're working with a different currency than your native currency. And with the Revolut card also allows you to buy and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies, but it doesn't allow you to move them in and out of your account. So that is to do with money laundering. As I said, they don't really want you to be sending money from other accounts that might have been purchased illegally or in a way to avoid taxes or something like that, and they want to have the full transparency so they can be allowed to work with cryptocurrencies. But it is big news nevertheless. The fact that PayPal, the biggest payment processor online, is accepting cryptocurrencies now is huge. And of course, we are seeing 13%, more than 13% gain in the value of Bitcoin over the last week. In the last 24 hours, it is more than 5%. Ethereum is also more than 5% on the app. Litecoin actually is 12% higher than yesterday. This is big for Litecoin because that coin has been actually doing quite poorly lately. Chainlink, another favorite of mine, is up 8.67%. It is now at $11.29. So what's happening with Bitcoin? Let's quickly take a look. Well, right now, as we see, we have broken a resistance and we are going forward at the higher resistance, which is at 13,700, the higher 13,000. So in the short term, this is what I'm expecting. We will probably try and test that resistance level, and we will most likely fail because we've already broken the 12K resistance, which was not easy. So this is already quite an achievement. We are currently sitting at just below 13,000. If we break the 13,000, what I'm expecting is that this will be a short breakout, and then we will pull down, we will have a correction, which is inevitable, and the correction will probably take us back to that support level here, which is in the mid 12,000s. This is not a strong support though, this is a weak support, so if we break that support, we will most likely go and retest the lower support, which is just below 12,000. We might actually be stopped at the 12,000 level because this is quite a significant psychological level, 12,000. But if we break it, we will definitely go and retest the support, which is a stronger support here we have at the 11,700, 11,800. This is the area. And then if we break that area of support, the lower area is around the 10,700, higher 10,000s, mid 10,000s, but whether we will go there, time will tell. Bear in mind that November is coming, and November is historically quite a good month for Bitcoin, a strong month for Bitcoin, volatile but in a positive way. So as October is running out, we're actually entering that very good period for crypto, which is November, December. So what is the likelihood of Bitcoin retracing down to the 11,000 and 10,000 levels? Right now, it is not a very likely scenario to happen, but it really depends on how it's going to perform over the next few days. Because if we quickly break through the 13K and we start challenging the 14,000 resistance, then we will definitely, the retracement will definitely not go back as far low as 10,000 or something like that. Most likely we will be stopped at around the 12K, meaning for those who missed a chance to buy Bitcoin below 12K, Just hold on to it. Don't rush into buying it right now in the formal stage. And right now we are in a formal stage. If we actually check out the Fear and Greed index on crypto, we see that it's at 73%. Well, 73% is actually very high. And typically when we reach above 70%, we are due a strong correction. So hold on to your dollars or euros or whatever you have on your exchanges, maybe USD Tether, whatever it is, and wait for that correction, wait for the dip. The dip will come. Now first we'll have to see how far high we'll go, and then we can estimate how low the dip will go. We'll draw some Fibonacci and everything. I will do that. I will actually do a proper market analysis in my newsletter. So if you haven't subscribed to my newsletters, they're bi-weekly newsletters. Make sure that you go to my website and subscribe to my newsletter. I will also drop the link in the description box. Also, if you're new to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and you're not quite sure on how the market cycles work and when is a good time to buy and when is not a good time to buy or sell, I cover all of that in my new book, which is called Learn Crypto. This is my book that I released just a couple of months ago. It's got everything you need to know about cryptocurrencies. What are cryptocurrencies? What are the differences between cryptocurrencies and the different types of coins and tokens? And when to buy them, when to sell them, when not to sell them, how not to get into the FOMO or the hype, and all of these mistakes that people make when they're first starting with cryptocurrencies. And if you're going to be investing in cryptocurrencies, you need to know more about them. This is why I suggest that you check out the link in the description box and grab a copy of my book Learn Crypto, which is available on Amazon as well, but it is slightly cheaper on my website, so it will be better if you actually grab it from there. Well, this is everything for this video, guys. I hope it's gonna help you, and I hope you learned something. And most importantly, watch out the charts right now. Watch out for these resistance levels. See how we break them. So we have this resistance, which is at 13,800, and if we look into what's happening higher than that, we have another resistance level that we will be challenging soon after that, which is around the 16,000. And people are already calling Bitcoin going to 16,000, but I feel that it's not going to be such an immediate pump to the 16K. We are due a correction, and the correction will come because, as you see, we have been climbing quite steadily for quite some time, and this is now the weekly chart, of course, so we are looking at quite a big time frame. But if we go into the 4-hour time frame, we're gonna see things a little bit different, and we're gonna see that it's actually taken us quite some time to get to this level. We've been trying to break it, and we've been rejected a few times before. In fact, last time we challenged the 13K level, it was back in June 2019, and we failed from that level, and ever since we've been trying to recover. We went down, we went all the way down to 4,000 at some point, and then we quickly recovered from that, but we challenged the 12K level back in August and we failed. And then we went all the way down to 10,000. This was a good accumulation phase, and now we just broke out of that level for the first time since 2019. So this is quite a big breakout, but will it stay? Will it hold? Are we going to be able to go for the 13K and break the 13K? The next few days will tell. So this is the most important part. So this is everything for this video, guys. Thanks for watching until the end, and if you liked it, if you found value in this video, make sure that you give me the thumbs up and leave a comment below. Also share it with someone else who will benefit from watching it, and make sure that you're subscribed and you're getting notifications about every new video that I'm posting. I'm signing off. I'm gonna see you in the next video.